Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to try and do this morning without my glasses. We'll see how that goes. Thank you so much for joining us for the Durham District School Board Autistic Pride Day. My name is Andrea McCauley, and I'm one of our senior team members with the absolute privilege of supporting inclusive student services in support of both students, families, and staff. We'll begin this morning with the board's land acknowledgement. The Durham District School Board acknowledges that many Indigenous nations have long-standing relationships, both historic and modern, with the territories upon which our school board and our schools are located. Today, this area is home to many Indigenous peoples from across Turtle Island. We acknowledge that the Durham region forms a part of the traditional and treaty territory of the Mississaugas, Scugog Island First Nation, the Mississauga peoples, and the treaty territory of the Chippewas of Georgina Island First Nation. It is on these ancestral and treaty lands that we teach, learn, and live. I'd like to welcome and thank both our guests here in the boardroom at 400 Totten in Whitby, as well as those joining us through live stream, both in our schools and our community. Autistic Pride Day is now an internationally recognized annual observance held on June 18th to celebrate and highlight the strengths, talents, and contributions of autistic individuals while advocating for their rights and well-being. Autistic Pride Day provides us with an opportunity for autistic individuals to express themselves and their many intersectionalities authentically and with pride. Challenging societal stigmas and stereotypes surrounding autism. Autistic Pride Day encourages the celebration of neurodiversity and emphasizes the importance of creating an inclusive society that values the diverse experiences and perspectives of all individuals. By fostering dialogue, by coming together in events such as today, understanding and acceptance, Autistic Pride Day plays a vital role in the promotion of a more inclusive and supportive world for autistic individuals. It is important to note that while Autistic Pride Day is specifically recognized, again internationally, on June 18th, the celebration of autistic pride and the advocacy for autism acceptance continues to be our shared work throughout the year. Today, as we gather, recognition of autistic pride is a meaningful coming together that aims to honor and embrace the diverse experiences and talents of individuals. We gather here today to raise the vibrant colors of the Autistic Pride flag high in the sky, symbolizing our unwavering support, acceptance, and celebration of autistic individuals. On this auspicious occasion, let us affirm our commitment to creating a world that embraces and empowers autistic individuals. Let us strive for a society that sees autism as a beautiful and integral part of our diverse tapestry. The Autistic Pride flag is a symbol that represents pride, acceptance, and celebration of autistic individuals. Here in the Durham District School Board, we will be fortunate to raise an Autistic Pride flag made with the generosity of time and talent by one of our DDSB community members, who you will hear from this morning. The flag will fly with a beautiful message that was coined back in 2005 as a representation of the unique talents and brilliance of autistic individuals, of diversity with infinitive variations and infinite possibilities. Prioritizing equitable access to communication tools and honoring autonomy is absolutely essential. By listening to and amplifying the perspectives of autistics, we are better positioned to foster more positive experiences and outcomes within both our learning and working environments. As we raise the flag together, we are all reminded of the continuous work we need to do as duty bearers across the system to address and respond to harm and discrimination. It also reminds us that we must work to promote a sense of belonging and community for all autistics every day, and that a universal design for all learners is absolutely within our reach. May the Autistic Pride flag serve as a powerful symbol of solidarity, understanding, commitment to learn that inspires us to celebrate and honor the remarkable journeys of autistic individuals in our Durham community and around the world. As the flag flies, let us commit each to our own learning and allyship as we reflect and grow in knowledge of the unique strengths, contributions that autistic individuals bring to our communities, enriching us in immeasurable ways. Thank you, and with that, I'd like to welcome up Karen Tim.
Last time I did this, I didn't need these.
Indigenous rights. The Durham District School Board recognizes Indigenous rights are distinct. In the exercise of those rights, Indigenous staff and students shall not be subjected to actions with the aim or effect of depriving these distinct rights. Human rights. The Durham District School Board is committed to learning and working environments that center human rights and equity and are safe, welcoming, respectful, equitable, accessible, inclusive, and free from discrimination.
My name is Karen Tim, Karen Ann Tim. My pronouns are she, her, or they, and I use identity-first language as a member of the autistic community. I'm a white-presenting, cisgender, relatively able-bodied human with red hair, although until this morning I didn't have a color because I considered making it purple yesterday. We do that. I'm wearing a white blouse with a black shirt underneath and a rainbow infinity lanyard, and I do have things below that, but you can't see them, so I will not bother to describe. I'm an educational leader here in the DDSB, and I am also an autistic advocate and co-founder of the Neurodivergent Infinity Network of Educators. Most importantly, I am the proud mom of an awesome human. Today we're here to recognize Autistic Pride Day, a day when autistics all around the world join together in solidarity and joy to honor our diverse autistic ways of being. First inspired by the gay pride movement in many ways, Autistic Pride Day is a celebration, but it is also a proclamation to our communities and to our systems that autistics are everywhere, that autistics are indeed a distinct neurotype, and that we are not a broken version of what has been deemed normal. Today, during Pride Month, we stand in solidarity with the 2S LGBTQIA+ movement, not just as active allies, but as a population whose gender identities and gender expressions quite often place us in both communities simultaneously. See, Ms. Farrell, it came in handy. While we encourage autistics everywhere to embrace our neurodifferences and find community on this journey that we call life, we must also recognize that every single autistic is unique, and the complex layers of our identities and how these are perceived in the world can vastly change our experiences. Autistic Pride Day is a day when we sincerely hope each one of us can feel pride in who we are in our own ways. 9 was founded as a way for us to find community, to create safe spaces where autistic and otherwise neurodivergent humans in education could connect with each other as we navigate working and living in communities and systems which were not built for us, while trying to make a real difference for our students, our colleagues, and our communities. 9 is committed to fostering human rights-based neuro-affirmative practice in education and beyond. Our priorities include amplifying diverse perspectives within the neurodivergent community and advocating for equitable access to accessible learning and working environments which afford reliable communication options and autonomy to everyone within our system. On behalf of 9, the Neurodivergent Infinity Network of Educators, members of the Awesome Carers Network, the Awesome Human Club, and our autistic community partners, I would like to take you on a little journey while we convey our autistic pride. Autistic pride is seeing things that others don't see. And you'll notice alt text is on many of these pictures. A small brown speckled toad sits camouflaged amid fallen leaves. Autistic pride is appreciating the details. A close-up of orange lichen on an aged gray tombstone. Autistic pride is seeing things in new ways. A small shed with a door is seen in the reflection of a puddle on concrete. Autistic pride is noticing nature's wonders. A monarch butterfly rests on the sandy soil of a nature trail. Autistic pride is finding a style that is all your own. Autistic pride is deciding when and how you use the rainbow infinity symbol, or if you use it at all. Autistic pride is experiencing the world with heightened senses and having autonomy to access sensory-friendly environments of our choosing. Autistic pride is capturing moments that will last a lifetime and reliving them with your senses in ways most cannot fathom. One of our community partners, Kai Kennedy, recently did a TEDx talk at Roxbury. Kai is the CEO and co-founder of Autistics Unmasked. Here's a quick clip.
I wanted to create a safe space for autistic people of all identities to unmask. Like many other late diagnosed autistic people, I spent my life conforming to a neurotypical world. This world is not meant for people like me. I spent 26 years of my life masking, and right now on this stage, I am masking. With my hands clasped together, standing stationary, and to me, this stage light feels like it's shining 6 inches from my face. And each one of your eyes on me feels like a tiny needle on my eyeball. And every time I hear a zipper, it sounds like nails on a chalkboard to me. I'm masking. And I'm exhausted. Moving through life waiting for permission to live as my most authentic self is exhausting. So I'd like to do something I've never done before. And for the next 6 or 7 minutes, I'd like to allow myself the grace to unmask, free of judgment for the first time, publicly. And I'd like to do it with your help, if that's okay. Can I do that? Okay, cool. All right, so to do this, we're gonna need 3 things. First, we'll need to lower the lights. Thank you. And next, while I'm speaking, I'm going to ask that you don't make direct eye contact with me. Don't look at the floor. Okay, you can look at my shoulders and my ears and the top of my head, just don't make direct eye contact, okay? And the last thing I'm gonna ask is that you refrain from opening any pockets or backpacks with zippers. Okay, now that we've done this, I'm gonna unmask. Thank you. I'm gonna unclasp my hands and use my stim toy and some repetitive body movement to regulate my sensory input. You might notice a slight change in tone or inflection of my voice, and you may notice my gaze shifting to unoccupied areas of the room.
Autistic pride is stimming freely, without shame, without masking your authentic self. Autistic pride is seeing yourself represented more authentically, more and more each day. Autistic pride is embracing the attention tunnels of our monotropic neurologies, in other words, following our bliss. Autistic pride is holding a special place in your heart for items that have meaning, if only for you. Autistic pride is experiencing autistic joy without shame by focusing on your specializations, even when others don't understand why. Autistic Pride is making space for all autistics, especially those who have been historically most marginalized. One of our community partners, Morenike Giwa Onaiwu from Advocacy Without Borders. I do believe that I have a responsibility to put in the work while I'm on this earth to try to make it a better place. I will never stop. I don't know what else to do but this. It's who I am, how I was made. Everything about me all points back to this, a desire to make a difference. I want to live my life knowing that I fought hard for justice, for inclusion, and when I'm gone, I want to leave a legacy of love and purpose. Autistic Pride is standing up for what's right and making a real difference. Autistic Pride is realizing the interconnectedness of our autistic neurology to all aspects of our identity and embracing yourself fully, even when others may not be ready to. One of our community partners, Sophia Akbar from SEMA, co-founder of SEMA, the Scottish Ethnic Minority Autistics. Autistic Pride for me is about breaking stereotypes, being loud and proud about what my autistic brain makes me, empathetic, enduring, and an educator of a different sort. I hope that my pain and joy can make some change in the world.
To me, being autistic means being able to be myself and to celebrate my unique, authentic self. Many people still think that autism is a bad thing. Matter of fact, while being autistic presents us with unique challenges, it's also a gift. Autistics are bright, intelligent, creative, and amazing people. They created many amazing inventions and have challenged barriers faced just because of a brain difference they have. I like music, photography, gaming, reading, sports, listening to music, art, science, and computers. They make me feel like myself. They're like my friends, especially music, photography, and art. As a semi-verbal, I find my voice through it, even if I can't speak. There are times where I just can't, and those interests are there when I want to use my voice. There is so much to Autistic Pride that I wish I can put into this piece of writing, but I sadly cannot. To sum it up, Autistic Pride means being able to be myself and celebrate my unique self.
Should I start over? Ayanna Davis says, live your life the way your heart desires for you to live it. Don't accept something is wrong, just know you are different, and different is beautiful. Different is special. Autistic Pride is being proud of who you are. Community partner Karen Miriuki from Kenya, a CRPD fellow.
Let me tell y'all what Autistic Pride means to me as an autistic person. It means that I be able to just love myself, be authentic, be free, be just who I am, regardless of what people say about me. I just love being me, and I don't let anybody just take that away from me. It's about being authentic. Let me tell y'all what Autistic Pride means.
Oops. Community partner Maddie, also known as existential autist. Autistic pride is sending a piece of yourself into the universe with every expression and knowing it will land somewhere it is needed. Those are my words. This is a poem that he wrote because this is how he communicates. Where love is, you are, always have been, always will be. Love is manifest in yours and my eternal soul. Consciousness rises between the branches of love that were thought to have broken, yet were merely falling while elevating. Love towards acceptance, eternity, divergently. Autistic Pride is finding a community who's waiting to embrace you for who you are, so you know you are definitely not alone out there. Message from Neuro-Pride Ireland, one of our newest partners.
Congratulations from everyone at Neuro-Pride Ireland for your flag raising ceremony. We wish you all the best and we look forward to working with you in the future. Congratulations! Congratulations from everyone at
Sorry about that. Community partner Lyric Rivera, also known as Neurodivergent Rebel. Oops. Autistic Pride Day is not just a celebration of being autistic and belonging to such a vibrant, beautiful community, but doing so in spite of the messages society sends that we should be ashamed of who we are. Autistic Pride isn't just about celebrating who we are, it's also about coming together, remembering those we've lost. And working together towards a brighter future for future generations of autistic and other neurodivergent people. Autistic Pride is embracing your neurodifferences and encouraging the world to do the same. Pending partnership with Much Media. Here's a clip from one of their recent videos.
Acceptance. Othering is what happens when we draw a clear distinction between ourselves and a group of people who aren't like us. In that, we isolate them and tend to look at them as strange or weird. Some people, places, institutes, and circles tend to other neurodivergent individuals because of lack of understanding of their needs. But I'd like to believe that society at large is way more accepting. Most of us just don't know any better. And if we build systems that would take into account our strengths, we'd stop looking at autism or neurodivergence as a defect.
Autistic Pride is finding your voice and telling your story in your own way, in your own time. Community partner Aidan Lee tells us how art is how he communicates. My journey with art began as a necessary way for me to communicate as a child. What started as a key tool soon became a passion that fed into my mantra: throw your emotions onto the canvas and not onto each other. Autistic Pride is sharing your gifts with the world and reframing their purpose. Endeavor is a multimodal communicator who appeared in the film Listen, created by and about non-speakers. Endeavor heard that DDSB at Home has been working on embracing neurodifferences and understanding different ways of communicating, and they sent us this important message.
Hi friends, I'm curious, is there anyone listening who sometimes feels like you're different than the people around you? You don't have to tell anyone, but do you ever feel like that? I can relate to that. My name is Endeavor. I'm autistic, so I grew up feeling like I was different from pretty much everyone around me. It was lonely. And I thought that the only way people would be nice to me was if I pretended to be like them. So I tried to do that for a long time, but it made me tired and sad. It wasn't until I got older that I found other people whose brains also work differently. They taught me that it's okay to be autistic, that there are people who will love and respect me for exactly who I am, that all brains and bodies are good, and all ways of communicating are good. Sometimes I communicate by spelling. Sometimes I use sign language. Sometimes I use mouth words. And sometimes I point to pictures like this. All these ways to communicate are great. So, if you sometimes feel different too, or if you don't talk the way everyone else does, or if you're tired because you've been pretending to be the same as everyone else, please remember that the world has many people like you. You'll meet them in the future, or maybe you've already met some in your Awesome Humans Club. Please keep showing yourselves and your friends that you are all important, and anything you want to say is important, no matter how you say it, okay?
Autistic Pride is embracing your creativity fully and being unforgettable. Autistic Pride is overcoming barriers that shouldn't be there by creating new paths. And I should mention that that is a picture of Charlena McGee, who was the key contributor to making sure that the flag was created for last year's inaugural flag raising, which we will raise today again. Autistic Pride is being honest and saying it like it is, because our survival depends on those who are brave enough to do so. Autistic Pride is giving yourself permission to bathe in nature and take time for solitude.
This quote says it all for me. This was my reason for becoming an elementary teacher. I wanted young students to know that they are not alone, that we exist, and that we succeed as adults in careers. As a neurodivergent educator and part of 9, I want all autistics to know that they are loved, accepted, encouraged, and safe in my space always. The quote by Spencer West is, "My hope is that I can be another face in the crowd, specifically for the disability community, to say, we exist, we're here, and you're not alone."
Autistic Pride means it is never too late to learn to understand and embrace yourself. It means to let go of shame and celebrate who you are. It means encouraging these experiences with our students as well. An autistic educator. Community partner Quinn
If you
Dexter.
accept that people who think carefully before making decisions, need to explain things thoroughly, sense the world acutely and feel emotions intensely, even if they don't show it, are just part of human variety, then we will be part of your concept of normal. If you feel the need to say that we are not normal, then you are making the unequivocal point that you do not accept our validity, our value, or our humanity. As the world progresses through the inevitable consequences of the coronavirus pandemic, there is much talk of what we are to expect of the new normal. There's never been a better opportunity for us all to challenge the way we use the words normal and abnormal. Perhaps the new normal should include abandoning the word to refer to people altogether.
Autistic Pride is redefining normal. Autistic Pride is knowing that being autistic does not mean we are broken. It is just who we are. Different, not less. This is Sabrina Guerra, non-speaking advocate for change.
My autistic pride is cultivated in the seed my mother planted, placed in the core of me, there to draw upon for strength when the world tells me who I am is not okay. Growing my pride is a necessary act of rebellion if my soul is to thrive. My pride needs only me now. I have learned how it blossoms in my care. I know its predators. I love and accept all of me. I no longer accept anyone else's conclusions about who I am, what I need, or where I'm going. My pride is hard fought and prized.
Sabrina is 11 and a member of the Awesome Human Club, and I'm so proud to have her there in our space.
My autistic pride is cultivated in the seed my mother planted, placed in...
Sorry. There we go. Today on World Autistic Pride Day, or rather a few days in advance, know that if you've met one autistic person, you should meet some more, because they're pretty awesome. And yes, that is how I spell awesome now, all the time. May you stim freely, communicate in your own ways, share your specializations, and embrace your unique sparkle today and every day. And may you be presumed competent no matter how you communicate. I know that we have one more speaker coming up, but because I won't be up here, I'm just going to put my unique sparkle on because I want to fit in with my community as we go out and get ready for the flag raising. Thank you, everyone, for being here and sharing space with us. And of course, to the team at DDSB for their support.
Thank you so much, Karen. I think we speak on behalf of everyone. We can say we're fortunate to have you as a leader in our system, advocating for all autistics across the Durham region, ensuring that we know better and do better. So thank you so much for that presentation. My name is Sean McCormack, and I am the system lead for anti-oppression and human rights. And I just want to really just highlight a few things that resonated with me from that presentation. So that notion of unmasking spoke very loud and clear to me. And I hope that was something that we all thought about as well. The notion of embracing your true self and loving yourself for who you are, and challenging the norm and redefining the norm were three things that really stood out for me. So as we look to move our work forward, Karen, thank you for that information. Those are pieces that will stay with me and stick with me, and ideas that I will help support our entire system on. So it's important that all students feel affirmed in who they are at all times. At this time, we do have some special guests with us before we get ready to head outside and raise the flag. So we're joined by members of OPC Executive today, so that's Ontario Principals Council. So I'm excited to call up Patsy Agard, who will be bringing some words on behalf of the Ontario Principals Council, and she's joined by Irfan Tour, who is also the Executive Director of Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. So let's welcome up Patsy.
Good morning, everyone. And it's my honor to be here today. Thank you, Karen, for the invitation. On behalf of the Ontario Principals Council, we represent the English Public School Board principals across the province of Ontario. And it's our pleasure to be here today to extend our support and appreciation to this incredible gathering of diverse and vibrant individuals. Your celebration brings together the beauty of neurodiversity and the richness of various identities, creating a powerful tapestry of unique experiences and perspectives. Today, we come together to acknowledge and celebrate the strength, resilience, and courage displayed by neurodiverse individuals. Your presence is a testament to the importance of embracing our differences and fostering an inclusive environment where everyone can thrive and be their authentic selves. In the spirit of intersectionality, remember that our identities intersect and influence one another, creating a mosaic of beautiful complexities. Your intersectional celebration embodies the beauty and strength that arise from embracing and cherishing these intersections. On this occasion, remember that you are seen, heard, and valued for the incredible individuals you are. Your diverse experiences contribute to the fabric of our society and enrich our collective understanding of love, acceptance, and inclusion. As you gather to celebrate, I encourage you to continue fostering a safe and empowering space for all. Embrace the power of dialogue, empathy, and understanding as you navigate the intersections of your identity. Inspiring others to embrace their own unique journeys. Once again, on behalf of the Ontario Principals Council, a heartfelt greeting and admiration to all of our neurodiverse students and staff who are joining in today's celebration and around the world. May your intersectional identities be the source of strength, pride, and unity as you continue to make a positive impact in your schools, community, and society. Thank you and enjoy the day.
Thank you again, Patsy. We appreciate you being here, and your support means the world to us, so thank you so much. At this time, as it's become customary for our flag-raising activities, we will be making our way outside. For those of you who are able and want to witness the flag being raised, so at this time, we invite you to go outside to the flagpoles, and we will raise the Autistic Pride flag. For those of you online, we will be still here live streaming, and there will be some closing words at the end. But those of you in person, have a great day. You don't need to come back to the boardroom. So thank you all for joining us online. Our Autistic Pride flag is up and flying proudly here at the Education Center. We invite you all to continue to do a dive into the resources that were shared system-wide, to continue to think about how we're serving all of our students in the various intersections of their identity, including their neurodiversity. And if you need support, please always remember you're not alone. We are here to support you. It does take a community, and we thank you, all the staff and students who are tuned in today. We hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day, a fantastic weekend when it comes, and we look forward to ending our school year on an extremely high and positive note, supporting our staff and students right across the district.